Okay. I'm going to keep
Hey,
going
what's
because I
up?
don't hear
Welcome to the
anybody.
Artist Exchange
All
Radio
right.
Show on
Well,
BigExposedRadio.com. We're here
gemstones are living
live
creatures.
in the
They are,
building.
believe
We
it or
got a
not, they
little
look like
late start,
rocks.
but
I'm
late
sure
is
that a lot
better
of
than
people believe
never
that,
at
but they are
all.
actually
We're
living
here live on
creatures.
the Artist
They're
Exchange
active
Radio Show
participants in
on
nature. With
BigExposedRadio.com.
protons,
You're not going to hear anything
neutrons,
unless
and
you're in the car.
electrons are flying around in
So we're
absolute
here
bliss of
live
balance and
today. I got Big
participation,
Mama Alma.
What's happening?
upholding
Something in the
patterns
room
of
for you.
sacred geometry.
And
Yes,
that person
geometry is
me.
sacred because nothing could be built in a natural world
I wanna
without
know
it.
what it is.
Biology is math. Nature is an exploration of possibility through patterns that work in balance, creating the living, behaving, and interactive world that we all live in and throughout.
A ham and salami and
Healing is often a matter of recovering our bodies, inherent harmony.
Peppers, sauteed sweet peppers, and sauteed and it's in like a little vinegar sauce. Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't
I didn't
really
realize.
it didn't hit the fat factor.
Right.
No cheese, no no bacon.
No, it's none of that. It's
No,
just
no.
But it was voted Baltimore's best at one point. So
Okay.
right, it's got a little clout. It carries a little weight.
I want to see the voters. That's all I want to see.
He is silly.
But we're here live in the building. We got Joshua Dixon in the building.
Expose.
The craziness that is a Dixon. We were having an awesome conversation about some stuff that we're not going to repeat. That's what the half an hour we wasted. We had to get him filtered. We had to vet him a little bit as much as possible. But he's a administrator in school. He works in the school system. He's also a graduate of Wilberforce University.
Hey.
Awesome. Arena player. Kid theater, youth theater alumni. He is a part of the Real Niggerish Show.
Yes.
That is the Real Nigga Show. Niggas. Real niggas. You actually took over for my mind is going. What's his name? Robert Chew. Robert Chew. You revamped Robert Chew's role in the Real Nigga Show and made it his own. I didn't think anybody could sit on the be the nigga in the basement like Robert Chew, but he definitely came in and made it his own.
I can't see him not making anything his own. So
he has a presence.
Right. There's a very definite personality and presence and knowing of self. So
if you did not know, he has sprinkles of the craziness of a Meekin in his DNA. So that is the force in which his crazy streams from. Who taught him
that has forged this double-edged sword in the hottest fires.
Right. So don't forget we're live streaming on YouTube. Tell all your friends. It's the easiest way to get to the Be Exposed radio station right now. So definitely let your friends know, let your mother know, your grandmother know, your crackhead uncle know. Let them all know that this is how you get to the station. Is the best way to get to the station. YouTube Live. And then you can also listen to us after the show on your own free will. Sitting on the toilet, eating chicken, wherever you are, we could be there. So just a click away. Just make sure you pay your bills so you can get to
talking about food.
Right. Right. Or Wi-Fi. That's another option. See, there are plenty of different options. Don't forget the 2nd of April, we're doing our open house here. We're going 12 to 5, straight through, nothing but talk. Couple commercials because we gotta pay bills.
I mean, you know.
But we want you to come down. We want you to listen in and then come down and then go back home and listen some more. And come on down and just meet the personalities on the show. We got some really interesting shows. Just joining us is Tracy Diggets on the Gangsta Goddess radio station.
Yes, the magical.
Right, the magical Negro.
Yes.
So
yes, everyone. It's always she's infectious and
she is. She keeps it gangster.
And the goddess.
But she's a lady on top of everything else.
It's so weird. But it's so like, you like, oh my God, like, yo, she would shoot me.
But
I love her.
I love her. I've called her Miss Tracy for the last 12 years. Because I don't know anything else to call her.
Yes. Because she has the aura to make you call her Miss.
Yeah.
How you doing, Miss? Miss. Oh my God, you are
What?
absolutely everything.
He needs to be on
Girl.
this one. Get on this mic right here.
Yes, yes,
There we
yes,
go.
yes. We in there?
So it's definitely so we have her, we have the happy hour show, and you need to be a guest on that show because they give out cocktails.
Oh wow.
Whoa, what show is it?
The
The happy hour every
Clink, clink.
Thursday, 7 to
Oh,
9.
now we all know Bar Alma is the best
Tina,
version to
Mecca,
the radio.
DJ Twiz. I'm starting in a couple weeks. He'll actually be mixing live on the station. So
Ooh.
definitely check out the happy hour. They have a very eclectic blend of host and co-host and drinks.
Oh, that's dope.
And they like to get their guests a little loose.
Yeah.
Expose them
Right.
all at the same time.
Right.
So if you all, speaking of personalities, if you would like your own radio show, definitely hit us up. info@beexposedradio.com. Put Nate, I want to be a host in the subject line, and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as possible. That's if you've never had a show, we can train you, we can bring you up to date on it. Or if you just want to move your show from one station to another, no messiness. We ain't trying to steal nobody, but if you ready to move or restart something that you've already had before, hit us up, info@beexposedradio.com. Like I said, we got Joshua Dixon in the building.
In here.
I'm going to try to get him to do a little bit of his act, give us a little bit of who he is. And it's crazy because I've seen you perform before, and is it, how much of what you have, not so much came from your grandmother, but that improv on the spot type of artistry?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could say it came from my grandmother. I've seen her do some amazing things
at the spur of the moment.
At the spur, I'm talking at the drop of a dime. I'm like, damn, they are crying in here.
She'll turn the Lord's Prayer into a monologue.
They are crying in here. Sandra, come on. Because you've let this place up, and it's not right. And you did this with no on the cuff.
No lines.
No nothing. So yeah, I think that improv spirit is definitely from her. The spirit is from her, but the actual technique of how to do it came from Robert Chu. Every inch, every inkling of acting ability that I have, I learned that under Robert F. Chu. And for the listeners who are listening who don't know, who are not familiar with that name, he was the recurring character Prop Joe on all five seasons of The Wire. So I learned every acting technique and every I call him the master. He's a master. Whenever we would text, or I would hit him on Instagram or Facebook, I'll either say Daddy Chu or Master Chu. Because that is the respect that I give him because of the lessons and techniques that he has imparted into my life as an artist.
Wow.
So yeah, it's that's my guy. That's my guy. His spirit will forever live on through me, through Robert Hardy. So yeah.
So is he one of the ones one of your mentors that you look up to, or is it a number of other people, or who are they?
Oh yeah. It's a number of people who I look up to, but as far as like the top of the tier, he is the Buddha. You know what I mean? And then you have the rest of some influential monks.
So how did you stay? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm always interested in a good teacher. Give me 3 things that you learned from him that you want the world to know.
I learned nuance. I learned that you don't have to look at a person for them to feel what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that the slight movement of your head or your eyebrow or your eyelid can switch
The whole mood.
the whole mood. I learned how not to be so much of a ham,
And playing to the audience.
because that was my biggest thing.
Mhm.
Because I grew up at the Arena Players, right?
Right.
My grandmother has been there since the late 80s.
Since they built it, they put the first brick down. She had the mortar. She's so helpful.
He's so little. He's silly.
So I lose my train of thought at times because
But hold that thought. We're going to go to a quick break real quick. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BExposedRadio.com. Preparation. That was the last tool that he told me.
You are listening to Be Exposed.
We got a lot of stuff that's going on in politics today. From the caucus in Iowa to the caucus in New Hampshire next week. I got poll results from our poll that we took on BeExposedRadio.com.
Oh, did you get my response on why I couldn't cast my vote? Wasn't enough intrigue. I'm telling you. Once there's like at least 2 prostitutes, it's not real.
Who's a prostitute?
I don't know. In fact, if the person who was running was the prostitute, then I would be interested in their.
Oh, they had a prostitute.
Yeah.
Which one? Who?
I don't know. I can't name them. There's been too many. But that's when I get interested in their campaigns. It's like, oh yeah,
when
such and such who was blowing this guy in the bathroom.
I can't.
Oh, great. He was running for somebody. That's what I pay attention.
I can't.
That's what I give my credit.
Good luck. Why is Jim Quanah's name on this wall? She's a personality. No personalities belong on this wall.
So yeah, I'm just.
Oh, I forgot he got a crutch because I was getting ready to scream. Give me a second. Let me get in my seat. My seat. Hold on. Oh boy. Oh boy. What a week. Already. No, I don't like this one. Who did that? Okay. That one, both the ears don't work. I don't know why this is still in here. Welcome to the Talk Lately show. We Talk Lately with Monty. We've been posting a lot of stuff today. Also, if you're not logged into Facebook, you can't even see our post. That's interesting. I like that a lot, though. That means secrets. Look, check us out on BeExposedRadio.com or our news site, which is not new, news site, news.BeExposedRadio.com. Look, all of the results are in from our poll that we took this week in regards to the Baltimore mayoral race, where we have 11 candidates. So that's Sheila Dixon, Catherine Pugh, Carl Stokes, Gershom Cupid, Calvin Young, David Warnock, Joshua Harris, Elizabeth Embry, Cindy Walsh, Patrick Gutierrez, and Nick Mosby, and maybe 15 other people. Our Democratic mayoral race is just like the Republican candidates of the presidential race. It's ridiculous how many people want to be in here. Look, I was going to talk about this bitch-ass snowstorm, blizzard. But just about all the snow is almost gone, except for the little mountains that we have around the city. But I don't think that's a point of contention anymore. I think everybody's over it. Are you over it? Is everybody over it? Okay. I hate those sound effects and why they sound like that.
Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
Starts now. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. We're back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show
Yeah.
with Joshua Dixon.
Yeah.
He was sharing with us during this break his tutelage. How you say it? Tutelage. Tutelage from the Robert Chu.
Yes.
How much of you right now, because you were talking about the little technique that he was showing you, the techniques that he showed you in acting, how much of that is Joshua today?
A lot.
Close to the mic.
A lot. It's a lot. I can't help. I can't help it. It's one of them things. It's something that I can't. It's embodied in me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a part of me.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is.
I tell a lot of people who want to do theater, a part of it is not, you can't remember everything.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to mess up. You can forget some stuff,
Yeah.
but a lot of the stuff is stuff that's ingrained in you. Like, you know, stage left from stage right.
Right.
You know how to cross somebody. You know how not to upstage. You forget every now and again,
Mhm.
but
Oh, snap.
it's
I'm-
real,
okay,
right.
let me-
It's in you. And I tell a lot of people, like, my one of my big teachers was a meanie. When I'm on stage, it was a meanie, and I just know what to do.
Yeah.
And I could hear her saying, "Speak louder." And it's crazy. Like, my voice carries just naturally.
Right.
And I never use mics. I'm one of the people that I just won't do it. But those are one of the things you just learn. And it's just something that's within you. It's nothing you can explain or
Yeah. It's just
often people who can teach it they're awesome to me. But it's something that is just, you just know.
yeah.
Speak the hell up.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, no, I
Yeah.
can't.
Slow
be heard right
down.
now.
You just know yourself. You know how to just judge people in
Mhm.
situations. And I think that's why actors are so, especially stage actors, are so adaptable
Yeah.
Mhm.
to all other types of situations because
agree.
of that training.
I agree.
What was one of the hardest things about being an actor, especially stage acting?
I guess the beginning, the process,
Hmm.
the
I just
beginning,
be out just be on stage.
the beat. Yeah, I just want to. Can we go up
Can we
here?
perform? Can we
Yeah.
perform now?
Tell me where to go.
Can we go? Can we go? Can we go?
Let me figure
we
this
go?
out.
Can
Let
we
me
go?
figure
Can we
out
go
what my
now?
relationship is with her. Okay, I say this. All right, am I mean? No, you got to sit. You got to go through the
Gotta read it.
reading with all the people.
Gotta
and
study it.
then, Yeah, you got to study it.
You gotta know
gotta
it back
do-
and forth.
you gotta
I've
know
only
it.
met a handful of people who like the rehearsal process.
I'm one of those weirdos.
I do. I have learned. It was a learned thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was at a certain, like when I was younger at youth theater, because I was doing so much shit. Can we
Yeah,
curse
go
on
ahead.
it? So because I was doing so much shit as far as like being and everything, grammar is grammar.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought I had a little reign.
Because you was Meekins,
Yeah,
baby.
I was Meekins' child.
Well, they did. Those Meekin grandchildren, they could go anywhere in that building.
Oh. That good old lady, Catherine Owens.
Oh.
Let me tell you something. That is one lady, that is probably the only lady that I have met that can make you feel like a mustard seed.
Mm.
Like a mustard seed, check this out, without cursing, using profanity, or even raising her voice.
Break it a sweat.
And you'll sit there and you're like, like you're starting
just
to
happened
cry.
to me?
Am I crying? Yes, I'm crying. I'm crying.
Is that tears?
Yeah, these are tears. This is crazy.
I just grew out my fear of her at like 31, 32.
Yeah, yeah. A lot
I
of people
really-
have. A lot of people. A lot of people are still afraid to even when they come into, they don't even go to in like near the office, especially now because now the damn table is sitting like directly. So as soon as you
She
go
did
in,
that. I think she did that. I think she did. Can you move this right
Yeah.
there? Okay.
because see when it was on the side, you could sneak out, come in. You ain't had to worry about seeing her if you didn't have a relationship with her. You was like, no, I'm not. I'm staying far away from that office.
My fear of her went away when I had my first confrontation
And she's the
that I had to
sweetest.
have.
She is oh my God. It's just like, but it's like those old school people, our elders, that's how they, you got to realize a lot of the shit that they went through, in life in general during those times, that have cultivated them being who they are now. So her being stern and strict is something that she
mixed
needed.
with the red lipstick. I think the red lipstick too.
Yeah, it's something that she needed because she was going to be running the business.
Yeah.
So she had that acquire that asset to her personality
with the type of people that she was dealing with,
so that she can handle business, so that people don't get over on her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that people don't just come in and think that they can do whatever they want.
Right.
You know what I mean? So different, it just, when you start to understand life and people, it's not as complicated as people.
So just throwing out some names, we got a minute and a half, throwing out some names. Who are those people in since youth theater started for you? And just being there, like you guys, I just remember you and like your two brothers and your sister just being there. Who are those people that you look up, like the Robert Chu and the Burtons and stuff? Like, who are those people?
Oh, from the Playhouse?
Yeah, from the Playhouse that you.
This old school. This is when this is when acting was acting. Where it was people, they were going toe to toe. Jeff Russell, Lewis Murray, this dude named Bobby, I forgot his last name. I forgot his last name. Gerard Cadis.
Okay.
He was also the managing director at one point. Joan Corsi. She was also a teacher at Coppin State College. And she passed away in the theater department. Debbie Brown. She did the makeup, but she also was a phenomenal actress. Cheryl Pasteur.
We gonna go to break because he's about to go into a direction. We gonna go into
that's my baby.
We're going to go into a break. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Expose.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
It doesn't say alleged anywhere in here.
This is the wrong song to play in this topic.
They're saying 4 years ago, according to a $20 million lawsuit, the plaintiff, who was also not named, met Charlie Sheen in Las Vegas on April the 1st, 2011. The sleaze suit claimed that Sheen entered into a nefarious plot designed to lure plaintiffs into a luxurious hotel room to serve his I can't say that word. Prurient desires. Sensationally, it was alleged that Sheen. Say what?
I said perverted.
No, it's prurient.
Let me see. Can I where's a point to the word? Right. Prurient.
It's hard. It makes me want to gag. Like cock. Get it? Sensationally, it was alleged Sheen told the man.
Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
What goes on down there? We're back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BigExposedRadio.com with the Joshua Dixon. This man about to show y'all some stuff. I don't know if he will do it right now, or just in time, but he's also the feature for this month's Actors Playground. So I don't know what he has in store for us. I don't know what he has cooking up in the kitchen. He may give us a little nigga, a little Shakespeare, a little mixture of the two. But it's always going to sound like Josh. Right. It's going to come from that. Right. I've watched you and things that you did. The last nigga show was the show. Not this last time that you did it, but like when the last time y'all did that theater project.
Yeah.
And it like I was used to certain people acting, but I had never saw you. That was my first time seeing you, and it was awesome because when I kind of was introduced to you, was like the kid away at college.
Yeah. Grandma tells everybody. She told everybody.
So I would meet you, but it was this, you never was on stage. You were just taking a break from college. But seeing you in that was really, it was great because I only saw Robert Chu in that. So seeing you now, then it was phenomenal. And it was like nothing, it was such a smooth transition for me. And I see the work that you put into it, which really makes more of a difference.
Yeah.
So we go ahead.
We were writers. I was a writer on that. Me, Robert, Easy, Melvin, and Malik and Brock. We wrote that joint in 2003. And Robert Chu was in it during that time. And then I took over his part when he had passed. But yeah, that and I think that was a very defining moment because even on stage, man, the shit was a little surreal for me. Because certain lines, especially like not Baltimore, Murdermore, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like that right there, you know what I'm talking about. That's Robert Chu. I even though that is I made it my own, that the spirit is always there.
It's just like doing a play a couple times and then doing it, come back and revisit it again. Right. You can't help but to those one lines or those to do it the way it was done.
It feel good. But I am also a strong advocate of switching it up. Like so each night that I did it was something different.
That's the passion that I have for theater. Being able to
I like I play too goddamn much. Just naturally.
Right.
Naturally.
Just because.
Just naturally. I play too damn much. You know what I'm saying? So I transfer that into my rehearsal. I get to play controlled play.
Okay. Right.
Because you're dealing with, professional motherfuckers don't all the rah-rah nigga calm. Your ass down, miss.
Right.
You get a little piece of change, calm the fuck.
You did shit the way I did.
Yeah. But
so
just
how
to
much
have
of that balance, because that is what makes rehearsal fun for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm a person that if you're not doing repetition, I am zoned out.
Yeah.
That whole wait around, let's do this. I don't have time to think. Let's just do this because I'm getting overworked now. I need to be physically doing something.
Yeah.
That's why backstage has never worked for me.
Yeah.
Have you tried what aspects of theater haven't you done, or outside of acting?
I've done every aspect of it.
Mm.
When I wasn't doing youth theater, I would be helping grandma with the main stage plays backstage. Then from doing that, you get to sit around and see how the lights work. So now Burton, what people don't know is that Burton designed in the nigga show, he designed all that lighting pattern that people saw. That was Burton. Every sound engineered, when the music came in, faded out, that's Troy Burton. All that is Troy. And that's who we learned under. That technical aspect as far as lighting and sounding a show. There's nobody that can dress it. It's just me. Everybody has their own whatever, but nobody can dress a show and make it sing like Troy Burton does.
It is, and a lot of my friends, I was forced into the backstage in college because like I said in our conversation, I didn't know that much about Black theater.
Right.
So it was a lot of learning that had to take place, and I respect Professor Courts for making me sit down and do the backstage and learn from Doug Goldman and Jeff Russell and Tanelia Ingram and Judy Anderson. And then I had to learn from those people. So I earned my stripes. That's why I have an arrogant attitude because I was patient. It's a red spot in the back room of Arena Players. And I have that matching red spot on a pair of green cargo pants. And I look at it. I'm not gonna tell people that it's still there. And I look at my pants. Every time I wear them pants, I remember that was me having to sit still and learn. And that's what I respect about places like Arena Players and all the people that you've named. What are some of the things that was tough to break the habits? But like, what were some of those things? For me, it was sitting still, like literally sitting still and doing something that I was told to do. Like for you, what were those things, those habits that were hard to break?
Robert, you would always would say, "Why are you rocking? Do you know that you're rocking?" I don't think the character rocks.
Love it.
Things that we just do. Like for me, I talk
because
with my
you don't
hands.
know.
Yeah,
because you're not conscious.
Right.
You just want to get up there and just get up there to just want to be seen.
Right.
Twisting in the hair.
Yeah. You don't know that you're doing this.
Right.
And I noticed. I said, "Oh shit, I am rocking." Oh shit, my fat ass has been rocking the whole fucking time.
It for me, it got so bad that like you have to film me using my hands because I don't believe that I move them. It is those bad habits that are very hard to break.
Being a ham, overdoing shit.
Because you play too damn much, of course. But like,
where did that come from?
Yeah, where
did that?
Yeah,
being a ham came from stand-up comedy.
Oh, okay.
Arena Players started stand-up, and they started integrating stand-up into the theater in the 90s.
Okay.
Meekins, my grandmother, was the first. Her and Caritha, who is at the door, were the first door ladies at the first comedy show that ever appeared at the Playhouse. From that day forward till now, I've always gone to the comedy show. Mind you, I am 10 years old then, and I have been backstage with the likes of Chris Thomas, Tony Woods.
He is undercover funny. Like people don't know
Tony Woods. Oh yeah, Tony Woods is the beast of all beasts. They call him the that's who Dave Chappelle got his style from. Like, and it's not a secret. Like
he like the grandfather.
The
uncle, the big uncle.
Yeah. So I'm backstage with all these guys, and some of the guys, most of the guys that I like are not like big name dudes, like Lonnie Davis, Skiba from DC. Those two in particular are some of my favorite local guys. Timmy Hall, who's a beast from Baltimore. They call him the Comic Cop because he is actually a fucking cop. I seen this motherfucker across the street from my house doing a raid, and I said, Timmy, I said, nigga, you still working? He said, brother, I gotta pay the bills. I said, what the hell? Yeah, and he's good. Like he's good, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, those are my yeah.
So comedy, stepping outside of theater and acting right now. When did you know you had to get up there? Like
I always known that.
From your first
when
show,
I was a kid.
when you was 10, like
when I was a kid. I got 7 brothers and sisters. We used to play a game. We didn't have a lot of we were outside. Like we went outside, everybody knew us. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't go hanging out. I mean, we would go with little people, but we wouldn't be hanging with people. You know what I'm saying? Like because it was always us. So we had this game that we used to play in the house called Laughs. And each person had to get up and make everybody laugh. And whoever the first person who laughed, snicker, smile. If you smile, that right there, you got to get up. You got to get up, and you got to make everybody laugh. Wow. My cousin Vaughn, to this day, he doesn't believe, but to this day, Vaughn he was the king of laughs because he was the cousin, and he would come over. You know, cousins come over, you know, every other weekend. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's a big thing. Vaughn always got the Jordans, phone posits. He was that cousin. Yeah, always had the polo and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it was always fun. So, but we never saw, he always played basketball. He was one of them guys. We never saw that side of him. But when he got around us, like when it was us, he let it out, and you would be like, what the fuck, Vaughn? What? Vaughn used to do this thing where he would, and he ain't had no hair. He ain't like his hair used to always be cut in the fade and cut close. He would always, to this day, that shit still makes me laugh, man. I'll never forget that shit. Vaughn got up that motherfucker and would go, let me think about it. yo.
But he wasn't like that in his regular life.
Hell no.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when he did that shit took us like it was like we were at the comedy club and that bitch just went up.
Wow.
So like my mother, for instance, would she knew that everybody knew that I was funny. That's what, you know what I mean? I played too fucking much. That's what she said. She used to always get fat ass play too fucking much. No, I'm serious. That was my mother. My mother, let me tell you something. My parents have the 2 ghettoest names in all of fucking ghetto of
Watermelon
black.
Jelly? Is more ghetto than that?
No. My parents have the names of the crack era of the 80s.
Oh my gosh.
What's the name?
Wanda and Tyrone.
Oh,
I swear to God, on everything I love. My mother's fucking name is Wanda, and my father's name is Tyrone, nigga. So on everything. So nigga, everybody, listen. I was born in the crack era. Nigga, I was what?
And you're the oldest too, right?
I'm the oldest.
Okay.
We had a little money, just a little. I think they did a little something, but then all of a sudden, motherfuckers started using.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Fuck everything up. But it's good that I can laugh about it now.
Right.
Because during that time, it was some real serious shit going on. But
so is that where
that's where
the job of being an artist came from? Like, I have to do this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Didn't me going to school for the arts? No, we're getting to that.
Oh, he's one of those kids.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, I'm like an unofficial BSA alumni, and we'll get to the unofficial part.
We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Don't forget to look us up on, we're live streaming from YouTube. So hit us up. Give us a call, 410-702-5657, or you can text us at 443-642-9403. We'll be right back here. We gonna get this man some help on the break.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom.
I wanted to talk to you about something, and oh wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow, busy me. So anyway.
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs.
Hey guys, check out my new video game. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold on.
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So we're gonna get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all. So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart. That's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, banji, ratchet, whatever, how you like to put it, classify it. But I like to say banji, because I'm classy.
Banji is a little classy.
It's a little classy. That's got your pinky up. You got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the bees, the bougie, the banji.
Yeah.
Right. So she's created her own lane, Banji Soul. So let us know how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes. Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles Come Together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aimed to like change the theme that was originated, or just to. It was my therapy.
Okay.
It was my therapy.
So that's why this is a mixtape.
Yes.
Okay, because you get a lot of remakes. Okay, I got you. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now.
Drug, alcohol, and gambling addiction can be devastating for you and your loved ones. Don't let
the same thing. I was the funny maid, butler. I remember we did, what was that? 42nd Street. And it was this one line, I never could forget it. Like the girl, I supposed to grabbed her arm and she said, "Remove your hand from me, you're Republican." And I just remember this laughter all throughout rehearsal. And then when the show opened up, it was like adults laughing. And I was like, this is not funny. But it was my mother that was like, this is why they're laughing. And I never got it. Like, because to me, I was just, I wasn't in it. But we're back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. It is refreshing talking to this young man. I've seen him so many times throughout the city doing what he do, and now he's on it. He's also an educator, college-educated man, an artist. a definite child of the arts. He grew up in this era of arena plays and the youth theater, and it's in him. I could see whoever you were before you got to that building was definitely heightened so much more once you got into that building. So we were talking more about education, his schooling in the arts, and you went to School of the Arts, right?
Yeah.
So let us know what that experience of being one of those Baltimore School of the Arts students.
Yes, I am an unofficial alumni of Baltimore School for the Arts. I was supposed to graduate in 2003, but they let a brother go his senior year because of academic circumstances. So this is how it went down. Basically, I had always been a fucking problem since I came into the school.
That's what they said.
9th grade.
Okay.
I've always was a problem. I wasn't evil or, but I
malicious.
I had a, I talked too damn, I played too damn much, but that boy got talent. So they kept me 9th grade. Threatened me 9th grade, kept me. Did the same shit 10th grade, kept me. Same shit 11th grade, they kept me. But then at the end, me going into my senior year, they let me go. But check how God do stuff though. During that time, I had got picked with Troy Burton to go over to Rotterdam, Holland, to perform a play called The Face of Reality. I got the news of me not really, grandma didn't say it, but I kind of felt it when she said it, that they might have let me go, but she didn't say it when I was there because she wanted me to have a good time and still be able to perform while I'm out there. So she told me when I got back, and I cried and wept like a baby, because it was like, yo, if y'all was gonna put me out now, why did y'all wait so late? I did worse 9th grade than I did 11th grade, but I'm gonna show you how they did it. We had Shakespeare night, and forgive me, this is Being Exposed.
Tell your truth, sir.
So
Tell
I'm
your truth.
gonna say the guy's name, the actual teacher who taught the class was Richard Pilcher, who was an actor, Baltimore actor, European Baltimore actor.
I love this man.
And
He do it with a straight face.
he was the teacher of Shakespeare class that we had during 11th grade junior C night,
right? Junior
Shakespeare C night. During rehearsals, what he don't know is that at the Playhouse, we've gone through all this shit. We're on our feet. That's what was the whole thing with me. You didn't get up until junior year to actually get on your feet and work. I'm already doing it. What the fuck are we? That was my whole thing. So during that time, brother, I was killing in rehearsal. Killing to where Richard was like
supposed to be.
To the point where Richard was like, "Hey man, just scale it back a little, just so that the other guys can, I just gave you the script 2 days ago, Josh. You can, bring it back a little, just cool. All the rehearsals, love what I'm doing. I love that, all that, getting all that. We do a preview night. Some of the parents come in. The parents thought that I was a professional actor from center stage coming to help out the kids.
Oh wow! Let's take a break real quick, because I know this about to get real. We're going to be back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Joshua Dixon.
Yeah.
Check out what you missed on Weird Radio.
Well, first off, let me go ahead and shout out to my Bird Chest gang out there.
You already, nigga.
Shout out to y'all, man. $160 and below. We out here, baby. Strong.
It's winter time, man. It's not our season, yo.
Strong. You feel me?
That chill goes straight to the bone, boy.
Yo, this not our season. Let me tell y'all right now, this is not our season, man. Stop playing out here with these windbreakers, because we feel the wind. It don't break shit. Stop playing yourself. You feel me? Straight up.
Wear sweatpants under your jeans.
Yo,
jeans ain't outside
basketball
clothes.
shorts and all that. Some of us don't got the time to sit there and go out and buy long johns. So take the basketball shorts, take them bigger jeans that you got that ain't your size. Come on now, don't front. We all got a size bigger. Don't front. I'm a 34. I got like 8 pairs of 36s. Don't ask me why.
I used to wear 36s
all day. We gotta hide ourselves, yo. We can't let the world see who we are, because if we see who we are, they're gonna point it out.
Really, I've never needed a fucking size.
Come on now,
36 jean in my entire life.
Never.
That was
my size is a 33. Only thing I'm finding that is if I'm going to court. McDonald's pants.
Actually,
32. Wow.
Yeah, man.
I'm scared for you. I want you to eat some more. I want y'all to call in, and I'd love for y'all to sit there and give my man Uncle Stello some beautiful recipes so my man can eat more.
Be sure to tune in to Weird Radio every Thursday and Friday at 6:00 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m. You're listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the station with all the hits and the Talk Lately show weeknights at 7 p.m.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Are you getting your kids this hoverboard thing that's taken over the country? They range from $300 to $600. They're blowing up, and then I mean literally blowing up. That one video, I thought that was going to be the one and only video that I saw in reference to it, and it wasn't. I seen. Now I can probably tell you about 10 to 15 videos of this happening where this battery gets super, super hot and burns like holes into your tennis shoes.
Oh my.
And I know you would be pissed if you was wearing Jordans and you just paid all that money, your lights are off. And
especially if they're from China. Your lights off.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I've been trying to get better at my freestyling. And apparently when I'm inebriated, my freestyling is legit.
Okay.
But when I'm sober, so I got to learn how to transition the inebriated TC into the sober TC, so I can actually hold my own against some of these people. But Stella, you said you wanted to pick his brain about ghostwriting. Yeah, dude, like seriously, how do you feel about it? You know, in the midst of this whole Drake and Quentin Miller thing, everybody started trying to write him off and everything. Me personally, I never cared for Drake, so I'm just gonna put that out there right now. Never cared for him, so it doesn't make or break him in my book.
I think with or without a ghostwriter, Drake is still one of the best rappers, not of all time, but of this era.
Right.
I mean, you gotta, whether it be Take Care or anything he's put out before, like people, I think people don't understand the idea of ghostwriting. Just imagine you hot and you gotta stay hot, but in the midst of you
Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now. I'm shocked you didn't hear it more. So we're back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show. We're back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show with Mr. Joshua Harris. He was telling us some of his experience with his introduction to the world of theater and art in general. And it's not shocking to me. In going to predominantly white schools, you get it. You get it quick or you get it hard.
Yeah.
And I think I just got it quick. And I thought that's what theater was.
Yeah.
My first time coming to Coppin and to Arena Players, I really was like, this is what theater is.
What?
This is what it is for me. And it's not, it still could be as cutthroat.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not, the competition then becomes about, I got to make this and not, I don't want you here.
Yeah.
Right.
How we going to do, come here. All right. So if you say this like this,
right,
or if you move here, then I can come here that can have us face this way so that we can have that dialogue, right? See, it's the, you know what I mean? That's how we get, that's how we get down.
Yeah.
It's all about that unity and that collective, that
we
connect,
gotta
that
look good on
ensemble.
this. Right.
We really that's what we come from.
But it's not
Ensemble.
like that.
It's
I've
not-
seen
nah.
people, talented people, get pushed to the side, and not people that look like us.
Yeah.
And come, especially out of high school, I saw people just, that good old boy system
Mhm.
working its way even into the arts, and it's sad because I like, for me, I felt like a guinea pig because as I got up in the ranks at high school, I saw more black people wanting to try out. But then they were the type of white people that play the ham roles.
Mhm.
And I never would do that. I'm not putting on no dress.
Mhm.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And I remember the second year I was doing a play, 42nd Street, and one of the guys who were normally in the orchestra pit, he got the nerve because he saw this was my third show, so maybe it is room for us.
Right.
And they put him in a dress. His mother came up to me right at the end and said, "Why would you let my son do that?" And I looked at her like, I told him, like, we wasn't friends because he was upper class.
Yeah.
And I just said, you shouldn't do that because
Yeah.
that's gonna make you look stupid.
Yeah.
And none of them white boys decided to do that.
Yeah.
It was a joke that they didn't think he would do it.
Yeah.
Because they tried to get me to do it. I'm not doing that.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Would snatch me off that damn
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
the middle of the show.
Yeah. See, I think that whole woman thing, men, I guess they had to set, that thing with Hollywood where they put the black men in dresses, whatever. Robert Shue told me, because I always was that dude that was very straight and didn't I'm not putting on no motherfucking dress. I'm not doing none of that.
Right.
He told me, he said that if you do not play a woman sometime in your career as an artist, you're not an actor. And so I was sitting here, what? Excuse me, Chew.
But there's a difference.
Denzel Washington didn't have to wear no dress. This is what I'm saying. Yes, he did not have to wear a dress because Denzel is Denzel. Denzel banks off of Denzel. That when they seen him, that's what they want. When you are playing a character, it is your job as an actor to be as believable and as truthful as possible. So when I got asked would I play a woman 10 years ago, hell no. If I got asked to play a woman now, depending on what the material is, I'm going to play it.
It has to make
because
sense.
The key to it is you have to Eddie Murphy that motherfucker. And what I mean by that is, I'll give an example. Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, right? Whenever you see Martin Lawrence in the character, you know it's Martin. You know that because it just how the voice, even somewhere of the mannerism and the cadences of his face, I still have stayed the same. Eddie Murphy embodies not only the person but the spirit of it, of that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He can come up with a character, a woman character, that could probably get into the hearts of people.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
People laughed at that, but that was.
But really felt like you really felt her. You know what I'm saying? It's
why she was so bitchy.
Exactly.
You saw it. Yeah.
That is Eddie Murphy is for me. Because Robin Williams is gone. That was my favorite character actor. Comedic character actor. Eddie Murphy definitely is the comedic actor of the times. No one can.
But in staying in that topic of a man in a dress, for me it has to make in high school. It did not make sense.
If it doesn't make sense,
do that
then
because he was still a man.
Yeah,
and the character was still a man.
No, you have to
and
be
it was
a
just
woman.
funny for him to come out.
Yes.
With a dress that did not fit him.
Yes.
And it didn't make sense to me. And I was already the butt of jokes in the last 3 shows. I wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
And then putting on makeup and putting on.
Yeah.
I have a hood mother. She would not understand.
You're right, exactly.
And she would tell me right off back that was a dumb ass decision.
Yes.
Off the stage
Yes.
now. Like in that moment, it could have happened. So for me, it
brought the whole show to
a not so much that I've defended like the Tyler Perrys and the Martins, but it doesn't make sense to do it for the sake of doing it.
Yeah. It has to be some type of it has to be some it has to make sense. It has to it has to like if I don't know, like for instance, Holiday Heart.
Yes.
With Ving Rhames.
That made sense.
It made sense.
It makes sense. She just said Kinky Boots.
That's one of my favorites.
Did you see it with
on Broadway? No.
Chiwetel Ejiofor?
No, my
The
friend
dude that
Bill
played
told
the-
me all about
Yeah,
it.
they said that he was fucking amazing.
He was?
Amazing.
Mm.
You know, he's a stage actor anyway.
Okay.
But they said that he was amazing in Kinky Boots. I don't think he's playing now.
I
think
know
they've
the
got
other
somebody.
guy playing it, the other comedian. I forgot his name. The dark skinned guy. He's like a comedian, but really like he was on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, Wayne Brady?
Yeah, Wayne Brady is
Wayne Brady.
playing it. But it has to make sense. It was another theatrical one where it was like cross-dressing in it, but it has to make sense to me. Like I don't see the point in doing something when you're just hiding behind the character.
Yeah.
Or for me, Martin is kind of like trying to like make it make sense.
His Shanae was his Shanae was probably one of his best characters that wasn't too overtly over the top. Because like most of his, like, if you really look at, like, you know, they were some of the shit was like,
He was just foolish. He's a clown.
Yeah, he was having fun. He was having
Right. And he
fun
had
instead
control
of
over that show.
yes. So he could do whatever,
Right.
you know what I mean, whatever he wanted.
He's a clown. Like
Yeah.
Lucille Ball. He's a
Yeah,
clown.
he's a clown. He's a clown. Not in a bad,
Not in a
bad
bad
way.
way.
But
You know
he's
what I'm
a
saying?
comedian.
But he's a comedian.
That
That's what
turned into
there's,
an actor.
and you know that's what you like used to get me with, like, people who would always criticize the Martin Show, the Wayans brothers, different things like that. Like I understand, I get it. I get what you're saying as far as the buffoonery and the whole everything. I get it. But at the end of the day, Marlon and Sean are nothing but goofballs. So if when they signed on for that show, y'all should have known what you were getting.
Right.
So and I don't
And they
understand that.
together.
And them together, come on. But it's comedy.
Now, question before you go any further: the line of buffoonery, that line that is drawn in the sand of buffoonery. Me, I get agitated with us because everything has to be highbrow, pinkies up.
Yeah.
When it comes to us performing,
Yeah.
because we want to be as far from blackface and minstrelsy as possible. But everything can't be. One of my favorite sitcoms in life, Thea. I love that show. That and Nell. I love Give Me a Break. I love those shows.
Yeah.
But they both got the mammy
Yeah.
stereotype. And that pissed me off because Nell Carter wasn't quite a comedian, but she was a comedic actress.
Right.
Who was trained, well trained.
Yeah.
Thea, you must have never seen her on stage because that was a toned down version
Yes.
of who she is. So that was real acting
Yeah.
to me because I've seen her live and it was not Thea.
Nah.
That was not that TV show.
Nah.
Like it wasn't. So that was real acting to me.
Yeah.
So the fact that you still like it, they couldn't lose weight
Right.
to be those characters.
Exactly.
So if they were slimmer women playing those characters, would you then call them a mammy? Like that's the part that
Right.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just fat shaming or everything that it's not supposed to be funny. We're not supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Because Robin Williams can get up and be Miss Doubtfire and get Academy Awards and applause or Tootsie, and they get applause for it. But when we do it, it's buffoonery. And it's just.
But check this out. Guess who's calling it buffoonery? And
we are.
Exactly.
We are. And we were surprised when
And
we
those
don't
white
get
people,
nominations.
and then
for
the
stuff.
white people encourage their fellow counterparts who are dressed up.
They
as,
train them to do that.
Yes.
That's a part of their training.
Yes.
And we wonder why we don't get accolades for anything because we're not stretching. That's why European black people are coming over here and getting roles over because they're willing to stretch and be a 12-year slave and such. And we tired of doing that. I get it.
I do.
But we have to stretch. We gotta grow.
That's
we
right.
gotta be uncomfortable. I think that's one of the reasons why I kind of am on the fence with Tyler Perry, outside of the quality of his words and the acting. Is something different. Nobody has stuck to their guns like he has.
Yeah. I respect
and
that
grown
man.
within it.
I respect that man. Coming from nothing. Coming from nothing,
This man
building,
sleeping in a car.
Yeah, building your own empire, writing plays, getting denied, going out on the limb, of producing the play yourself.
Yeah.
Not knowing if people are going to show up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just the whole ordeal of that process in the beginning to where he is now, no matter what the quality of his shows are or the quality of his movies, the man made it out
He's
of
made a lane for
his
himself.
situation that he was in. He turned his bad situation into a good one.
People are criticizing him now because he's not paying the union. He's not, so the union doesn't want him to do it. So we are criticizing him because that means his work isn't up to caliber because he's not paying into the union system.
Yeah, why? Excuse me. Why am I paying into a system when I have the whole fucking system in Atlanta?
Yeah.
I have the whole system in the
Yep.
Why am I paying you? So
Right.
because I'm not paying the corporation that runs all of the shit that is
Who says what's
happening,
good and bad.
exactly, because I'm not paying into them, I am not. My stuff is not valid, or that does not have as much value
Merit.
Yeah.
as.
And
the
there's a
other
lot,
ones
and
do.
I've had this
It's
argument
crazy.
with friends of mine that they want their work to be done. So they're one of the people that would sell their work to a white organization or a white producer to get their stuff watered down and dumbed down and produced
Just for a couple dollars.
For a couple dollars. And when this man just said, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stick to my guns and I'm going to make $50 here and I'm going to put $51 into the next project and I'm going to let that keep running. And we're not willing to do it. We just want the white man to just save us.
Yeah,
And-
and I think that we have gotten to that we have fallen into that sucking on mama's titty stereotype. We've fallen into it. We don't know. Keisha is gonna have a fit if them motherfucking food stamps do not hit that goddamn card on the day that it's supposed to hit.
And mentally, she doesn't want to live like this. Mentally, she doesn't want to stay there, but something in her that's comfortable.
You want to know what it is?
What is it?
People, it's exposed. This is Be Exposed Radio.
We are getting shut down. City Hall is right across the street.
Be Exposed. This is Be Exposed Radio. But in no disrespect to the state of Maryland, the city of Baltimore, because I love my city. But at the same time, people need to get out and experience life outside of Baltimore, Maryland. I'm not saying
outside of Maryland.
Outside of
Just
Maryland,
go
period.
shoot the moon.
Yeah, and I tell all my kids who are going to college, all of my 8th graders who are going to high school, all my 12th graders who are going to college. When you're picking schools, pick schools for my middle schoolers. Pick schools that you're not going to be around your friends. You're not going to be around those people, those type of people, and pick schools where that they're not going to be at. As far as that they are not going to go to a school that is predominant, that is specializes in just science, because you're a biology person. So don't dumb yourself down, which I've seen a lot of them do. They dumb
So
themselves
we're
down.
going to break this break and we're going to continue that.
Yes,
we'll be right back
yes.
here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show
Yes,
on
we're gonna continue that.
BeExposedRadio.com.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So we're going to get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all. So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart. That's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, banji, ratchet, whatever, how you like to put it, classify it. But I like to say banji, because I'm classy.
Banji is a little classier.
It's a little classier. That's got your pinky up.
Right.
You got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the B's, the bougie, the banji.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's created her own lane, Banji soul. So let us know how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes. Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles Come Together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aimed to like change the theme that was originated, or just to. It was my therapy.
Okay.
It was my therapy.
So that's why this is a mixtape.
Yes.
Okay, because you did a lot of remakes. Okay, I got you. The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artists, real talk, real live.
Hey, everybody.
On
Check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show.
And I know everybody is all excited about that word faith.
Yes, that's the one.
That's the key word. But I took a moment and I looked at faith in the Webster. Whether people understand it or not, whether you have a place where you have fellowship or worship, you still live by faith.
Yes.
Faith is not something that, you can really get away from. And it's in the Webster. And in Webster, it says faith is allegiance to duty or a person. It's an allegiance. This is what Webster says.
Wow.
An allegiance.
I never really thought about it like that. Allegiance. Or like a promise.
Yes, absolutely. You're making a promise. You're making an allegiance to a duty or a person. We talking about Webster here.
Yes.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now. Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. We've been having an awesome conversation.
Yeah.
We're gonna go a little bit over tonight because we started a little bit late, but stick with us. We are here. We're here.
We here. We
with the
exposed,
Joshua
baby.
Dixon.
Exposed.
Yes. Before we were going to break, we had transitioned to a conversation about breaking yourself out of the norm.
Yeah.
To get better.
Yes.
And I was sharing my experience with coming from a regular elementary school to middle school, and it was definitely a culture shock.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't even Catholic.
Yeah. Right.
So going to
Yeah.
a Catholic school was totally outside, but he was explaining to us that route from adults to the youth, this breaking outside of what is
breaking out
normal.
out that box, man. Middle schoolers need to, like I said before the break, middle school. I tell my middle schoolers to pick schools that when they go to high school, that are conducive for them, not for social gathering.
Because you gonna get
because
that regardless.
you're gonna get it regardless. But you're making it with new people and with new ways of thinking.
It's gonna force you to survive.
That's right. I tell my high schoolers that are going from 12th grade to college to go out of state. Yeah, it might be a little more, but the benefit afterwards, it's going to pay off.
But we have to break our parents from that as well.
Yeah, and that's what and that's what my cousin is kind of going through now with my aunt because she wants her to stay here, but my cousin wants to go elsewhere. She has down Yale that she wants. You know what I'm saying? So if she gets into Yale,
as an option.
Yeah. So if she gets into Yale, you want her to still go to Coppin, Morgan, BCC, University of Maryland, Towson.
No shade to Morgan,
like, come on, no, there's no shade to those
but if
colleges.
you have an option, right?
You know what I'm saying? If you have that option to do so, do it. And for any children or high schoolers that are listening, know who you are. Start to find who you are, so that other people aren't making decisions on the way you choose to live your
and
life.
It will pay off just in 3 years. After middle school, I begged my mother for me to go to Curly. I had a good lunch when I did my shadow day. I don't know what it was, but what you just said made me want to go to Curly instead of coming from St. Ignatius. We got a free ride at Loyola Blakefield. So but everybody went to Blakefield because their parents was like, oh, it's still a great education. Jesuits, it's just an extension of what they already had. They don't have to pay.
Right.
And I was like, Mom, please don't make, like, I remember the day sitting on the side of my bed, crying dramatically, like, Mom, please. And I ended up going there. Worst decision I ever made. I should have just went to Friends or something. But it was still, I knew if I'd have went with them other 20 boys to Blakefield, I know what that experience.
Yeah.
Most of them dropped out.
Yep.
The other ones were kicked out. I think out of 8 or 9 of them that went up there, only 2 graduated from there.
Wow.
And it was because they were all playing with each other. They all caught the bus up there with each other. And it just became an extension of what we were already doing there.
Exactly. And nobody took the initiative to step their game up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so my thing is, especially with the people like the smart people that are in those groups of the people who are not as smart as them. My thing is this: people who are very highly intelligent, people gravitate to you because you have something that they want and need. The key is you always stay by yourself. You let them come to you.
Right.
You don't gravitate to anyone else because that makes you look weak because you have the knowledge. That tells the other people, oh, they just trying to fit in with us. Now she know that if she would not be over here. Yeah, those girls, those dudes, they already know that you ain't supposed to be with them. They know this. So, but this is what they don't do. In order to hang with me, you got to be making what I'm making. So if you are at a D or a C, I'm gonna help you get up to at least a B plus. So because even though it's cool to be around you socially, I have to build my intellect. And these children are missing the intellect part.
Because they trying to be cool and
yeah, man. What they don't know is that drug dealing died when Nino Brown died.
Hello.
And this is what they don't know. And this is some real shit. Crack and all that shit died when Nino Brown fell off of the motherfucking fire escape onto the trash bags, nigga. Is when drug dealing died in America, man.
But they don't see it.
But they don't see
watching
it.
that movie, and
But
they just seeing the next one. That
it's
came
there
out.
and it's not there. Because see, what they do is they put little shit in place to distract you. Oh, it's there. The times have changed. J. Cole was not a drug dealer.
No, he's not.
Kendrick Lamar's not a drug dealer. He's around it. His brothers and his cousins are Bloods and all that type of stuff. Bloods and Crips.
Even Jay-Z, who built his career on talking
But
about
Jay-Z's
it,
different.
He's not.
And a lot of people don't want to say it. Jigga's gonna love me for this one. But Jay-Z is different. He's different from all of the other artists because
of the group that he was originally with.
Yeah, yes,
The
that's a lot of
Dashes.
people that they don't know. You know, he was, even though it came out later that he was part of 5%, he's been studying 5%. He been know it. They don't. Yeah, he been was on it because that's what Jaz-O, who brung him into the game. That's what he learned. That's what he was under, was 5%ers.
Right.
So they know that whole godly, that whole sun moons. He knows that. He knows what's right and what's wrong.
We will go to another quick break. This man just need a mic and an active listening audience. That's this. I
like
just
to have a
realized
show
that's
here?
what this young man needs, and we're gonna get there. Get to that point. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Expose.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
Check out what you missed on Weird Radio.
Well, first off, let me go ahead and shout out to my bird chest gang out there.
You already, nigga.
Shout out to y'all, man. $160 and below. We out here, baby. strong.
It's winter time, man. It's not our season, yo.
Strong, you feel me?
That chill goes straight to the bone, boy.
Yo, this not our season. Let me tell y'all right now, this is not our season, man. Stop playing out here with these windbreakers, because we feel the wind. It don't break shit. Stop playing yourself. You feel me? Straight up.
Wear sweatpants under your jeans.
Yo,
jeans ain't outside
basketball
clothes.
shorts and all that. Some of us don't got the time to sit there and go out and buy long johns. So take the basketball shorts, take them bigger jeans that you got that ain't your size. Come on now, don't front. We all got a size bigger. Don't front. I'm a 34. I got like 8 pairs of 36s. Don't ask me why.
I used to wear 36s
all day. We gotta hide ourselves, yo. We can't let the world see who we are, because if we see who we are, they're gonna point it out.
Really, I've never needed a fucking size.
Come on now.
36 jean in my entire life.
Never.
That was my
size is a 33. Only thing I'm finding that is if I'm going to court. McDonald's
32,
pants.
actually.
32. Wow.
Yeah, man.
I'm scared for you.
That's great.
Some great. I want y'all to call in, and I'd love for y'all to sit there and give my man Uncle Stello some beautiful recipes so my man can eat more.
Be sure to tune in to Weird Radio every Thursday and Friday at 6 o'clock p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are now listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's radio loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up.
Listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Is your mic on? What's up, guys? Welcome to Weird Radio, where everybody is really dope. Today is she on? Yeah, let me hear her say something real fast.
Okay, are you coming? I'm coming through.
Yes, there we go.
Oops, I couldn't hear
That is
myself.
my guest, Alice.
Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now.
Wonder why he asked that? Because she told Dean in the meeting that she beat him before. And she beat him before, and the court told her that she can't touch him ever again.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
And the bitch still live in her house.
Yeah. Well, she has to.
When they tell me that I cannot put my hands on you, you go.
But they'll bring him right back to their house, and she has
No,
to.
he has to go.
But I'm telling you, the law now.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. He has to go. Because
You have to put them in a system at that point.
He has to go.
Yeah.
You're going to you can't say, well, he's going to foster care.
Yeah.
Go to a group home. Because if I can't discipline him the way that he needs to be disciplined, because he's going to shoot somebody out here.
Right.
Somebody's going to get stabbed.
y'all gonna
And
knock
y'all
on
going
my
to come
door.
knocking on my door, busting my shit wide open with fucking affidavits. No.
Half of the parents are afraid, and the other half just don't care.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. And part of a lot of why the children are not thinking outside the box that way
Mhm.
and not taking that initiative to grow is because they're in the system of being babied. And I love my mother,
Mhm.
but middle school, I had the option of going to St. Ignatius.
Mhm.
I was in my first year there, or going to Morocco in Kenya. And it was, got the shots, went to
Wow.
the meetings, didn't go. I later found out, because my mother said no. And it made me mad when I found out as an adult that she said no.
Yeah.
But it saddened me because it wasn't, I know it wasn't because she didn't trust me. It was
Mhm.
because she didn't trust the world.
Mm-hmm.
But we do that to young people, and we keep them in this box and
Right.
expect for them to flourish inside of a box.
Yeah.
And
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
Sometimes you got to send them around the world.
You got to.
and
You just
they
gotta
get
let it-
food poisoning, and they got to come back home. But that experience of that happening, they'll never forget it. I met a couple of the young boys that went to the second round of it, because the first boys, they just took the Park Heights boys and took them to Kenya and taught some it needed a real vetting process. Not so much in not choosing them, but preparing them. But a lot of them boys came back from that first round. So
Yeah.
I probably would have been the one that, like, one of the other ones that got to stay.
Yeah.
but they scrapped the whole program and started over. But a lot of the young men who went the second round, the stories, they say it was so hard for them to being young men in Baltimore going to Kenya. They said that was the
culture shock.
Culture shock, because this was no townships. These were just grasslands and weeds and dirt roads, and they were inside of a compound, so it was not even that.
It was even more like
Right.
look even more crazy.
Right. And I regret, like, that was one of my big regrets in life. Even though St. Ignatius was so much better for me, I wish that my mother would have been, she was a younger mother, so that was a fear for her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wish I not even shoulda, coulda, woulda, because things happen for a reason, but I wish parents just did
Weren't so
those things,
afraid.
just tried a little bit more, because you are cutting your children out.
You cutting them short. You cutting
them short.
Yeah, you cutting you cutting their experience. How dare you live till 45 years old? You've been to Paris, you've been to these places, your mama sent you to wherever, but I haven't been any fucking place.
Or the vice versa. You have never been anywhere. How dare you stop your child from having the opportunity to
That's
go
exactly
somewhere?
yes.
Because
that's
it's
even
a
worse.
fear.
I think
Yes.
at least if you have been, you can share the experience.
Exactly.
You have something you can give back to them. But if you have never been, how dare you limit the world?
because you haven't been.
And it's not even a malicious thing, because we can say the same thing about finances. Just because you are bankrupt is no reason for you not to teach your child how to balance a checkbook.
That's
That's
right.
all the reason.
That's all
that
the
you-
reason.
to teach them.
Yes.
To teach them how to balance things. But I can't give you what I did not give you. What I
Yeah.
did not have is a mentality that a lot of our parents grew up with.
Yeah.
And it's something that is very detrimental now that we see generations now.
Yeah.
This generation we have in front of us right now don't got nothing. They don't have grandparents. They don't have, and I'm not saying there are grandparents in some of their lives,
Yeah,
but they're
but
not
the
the
majority,
grandparents that we had.
no.
It's just not.
Surely ain't
It's
dark.
not
No.
even close to it.
No.
And the whole mentality of this is mine, so don't touch them, don't say nothing to them, don't correct them. This is mine. Like, children are now property pieces.
Yeah.
They're tax
Yeah.
write-offs
Yeah.
now, and that's it. That's all they are
That's
just
right.
pawns in
Yeah.
a financial scheme of
Yeah.
things. So it's nothing that you can give them now.
Yeah, it's crazy because I see this shit firsthand in the school system. When you see the kid who is a terror, I'm talking a terror. I'm talking about they have a one-on-one that has to walk with them or be with them in class.
Mhm.
They are still off the chain. They run from the one-on-one. The one-on-one is chasing them all around the building. They're not in class. They're always out in the hallway doing something. They're always picking with somebody. Just terror, has an IEP, all that type of stuff. Then they come in the next day with Jordans on, fresh Jordans. They're always clean and always put together.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Don't got nothing in their head.
All right. Check this out. What the parents don't realize is that they have set them up for failure. Because what you have done is you have rewarded them for doing absolutely nothing and being at the worst of their game. All right?
Doing the bare minimum.
Doing the bare minimum. But you dress them up to look the part. So when somebody who's outside looking in looks at this student and says, wow, they must be a high scoring student because they always have on Jordans when I see them, or they're always put together real neat and nice, because people equate those type of things in school with good grades.
Because that's what we were brought up.
That's what we were brought up. That's not the case.
Mm-mm.
See, what has happened is that you have set them up to look like they are something, like they're A+. But then when they get into the realm of people who are actually dressed and have the intellect of what they are portraying, they got to get sent back because they don't have, oh, he looks nice. Oh, she looks. Oh, she has it. Let me see what she does when they open their mouth.
And that's when you know.
And that is where a lot of our people fail, because we have been programmed. I told my students this. I told my kids
Children.
this. Yeah, I told children this. I said that y'all are media whores.
Mm-hmm. The glitz and the glitter.
Y'all are media whores. You are social media whores. Mr. Dixon. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. See, you write as if you're texting. No, you think I'm joking.
Yeah,
but the girl write her E's like a 3 and think that we're supposed to give her a grade of satisfactory. But ma'am, we are clearly seeing that you can't differentiate what is a number and what is a letter.
They have this shorthand that's just.
But your mama or your auntie who you live with told you that when you was writing that's cute, girl. That is so cute. Look at her write her E. Look how she write it. It's like a 3, but it's an E. Sit your dumb ass. Sit your dumb ass down. This is. But see, this is. I'm the right one. Because I'm not scared of the parents. I'm not afraid to tell you that there is a problem. And how are we going to at least massage this problem so that we can get the kinks out? How can we do this?
Do you think it's time to do that? Because it's so that student used to be like a small percentage.
Yeah.
Now that is the greater percentage of the students now.
See, my thing is this. If your school was not a behavioral reform center, then we should be tending to children who are coming to learn. We should not be watching children. We should be instilling into children. We should not be babysitting.
But you can't do any of that if they're not first. They have to first be getting that at home, and it has to then be taught in school and then followed back up.
Yeah,
when they get
but
back home.
so what about the guy or the girl who has to raise herself because their mother is on drugs and the father is just they've never seen him?
Yep.
Because we have them at Green Street.
And they a lot. Again, that used to be 1 or 2. Now that's a quarter. Of
So the thing is this, right?
If not more.
In order to get into the schools, I believe that there should be a screening. There should be an interview. If you want your child to be to achieve scholastically and be in an environment where they are consistently learning and there are far from few distractions, there needs to be an interview for each child and parent.
Well,
so that we can know who this child is and where they come from. In us knowing that, we can make a decision whether or not we want to keep you or not, because we're building cream of the crop. We're building intellectual giants here.
But schools are moving towards that, and people are afraid of that.
Yeah, because because they're going to have all the niggas in one place.
Yes. They're afraid of that. I remember
they're going to have all the
St.
IEP
Ignatius
kids are going to
was-
be in the same damn building.
Right. St. Ignatius was a lottery system. And I remember that same friend I wanted to go to Booker T with, me and him went through this program. And it was the scariest thing because I saw him. We took a test at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw him doing C. So I was like, you can't do that. He was like, I'm not going to this fucking school. And I'm like, what? And I sit there in my head like, why would you sabotage yourself?
You can't do that. You
And
don't
then
know.
the second part of me was like, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
know my mother would have made them make me take that test again.
Yeah.
I just know my mother.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't get it because that's what the schools are going towards. But people don't want that because then that means not only is my child on the spotlight, but I'm on the spotlight.
That's right.
And then I gotta be
I
a
think
parent.
that you should take drug tests to get food stamps. I think that yes. I think that you should have some type of employment so that they can see that you're at least doing something.
Right. You gotta add.
Check this out. For all the kids that go to the school that are on they get food stamps, you need to volunteer at the school. If not, you can't get food stamps.
But that used to be a system. But we're gonna take that back and we're gonna take another break. And we'll be right back after this commercial break to the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
This is real good.
BigExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Listen to Elizabeth Warren talking about Black lives and Black life.
Police are not occupying armies. This is America, not a war zone. I speak today with full knowledge that I have not personally experienced and can never truly understand the fear, the oppression, and the pain that confronts African Americans every day.
Don't you just want to kill yourself? I mean, not from what she was saying, but from the music that was playing in the background. I just want to, oh gosh, but every word she said was prolific, and it did not come from what is now becoming mainstream as white privilege. She has a sensibility about her, and the way she speaks about different things that has, from the first time I saw her, I can't remember what state she's in. I think she's in like North Carolina or something like that, somewhere I'm not going. That some kind of sensibility about her that makes me like her for president. But she's not running. We have this old guy that looks like he should be on the popcorn box. Then we have Martin O'Malley. Fine. We'll settle if we must. Hillary, who I like, but she just has to fight against all this controversy, and that's the hard part of it all. Then we have Huckabee. I could have swore he died, like in one of those books, like a fairy tale book. Trump, we're gonna get to you in a moment. Meet with all these black folk in one room, and they just fell for it. Like, he must have been giving out $100 bills behind it.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com. From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Be exposed. Be exposed. Radio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
So for those who don't know what the Green Party is, and I'm going to be honest, I've been a resident of Baltimore City forever. I live in Baltimore County now, but and I never heard of the Green Party until I was introduced to you.
Yes.
So what is the Green Party?
Well, the Green Party, basically, it's a political party that's independent outside of the Democratic Party that controls this city, have been controlling this city for 70 years or more. The Green Party is actually a grassroots political system that's basically there.
Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now. My mother has always been 5'1". Always, my whole life. She's never grown. She didn't have a growth spurt, and my growth spurt, it just didn't happen. I would not have the nerve, one, because my mother was one of the ones in elementary school. She was a volunteer.
Yeah.
Who then turned into a teacher. And I was
And
like,
a lot of those
this fucked up my
parents did that
head.
shit.
Yeah. That's how my mother got into the school system.
Yep, a lot of like old heads who are in the school system. That's how they got in.
Yep.
By volunteering, and then people seeing how they did.
A substitute.
Yep. Then they gave a substitute. Then it just trickled on down. You know. So yeah, it's the parents are needed.
So
they
needed. Oh,
yeah.
Louis C.K.
But those opportunities aren't available anymore.
I love
but
that.
Even if they were, even if those opportunities were available, they would not have. They wouldn't be able to do it, because I see a lot of these parents, they're not smart enough. Like my mother knew how to teach.
Yeah.
My mother had a degree.
Yeah.
So she could teach us and
Yeah.
be a substitute. I remember one of my other friends, his mother, she didn't graduate from high school. So she ventured to the cafeteria. And she got that job. She became the cafeteria lady.
Right.
And she did a good job at
Right.
that job, so much so that she finished school in the process. And it was crazy, but I see a lot of the parents now, they don't have it. They don't have it.
They don't. I seen the parent come up today with sweatpants that were very light. And I'm talking about like material light.
Oh.
Like the material of the sweatpants was like light. And they were red. And she was light skinned. And she had I'm talking about she was thick, like one of them thick, tall. Ass was just, I'm talking about like, I'm like, what the hell?
You're like,
on
in
campus,
school.
right.
You're in
at a
at
school.
middle high school. She had no drawers on.
Listen.
None. And her daughter was, and you wouldn't even believe who her daughter, like you would like, damn, that's your people. That's your people. I'm like, yo, what the hell?
Yeah.
But
in the wrong
it's so
place with the
crazy.
wrong
Yo,
message.
it's so crazy. Like, I tell my girls, like, that's the bulk of what's going, like, this girl, whatever this girl mess is going on, as far as the chatty going back and forth, the fighting because you don't like her, because she don't like her, or she like him, but you don't like, it's just mess. Yo,
It's a byproduct
Yo,
of living in a small set of civilization.
And then
That has always been a part, but it was always a small part.
these little girls, you would think they're like 27, 28 years old. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because their parents have decided to put them in modeling. Check it. I'm gonna break this shit down. I'm gonna break this shit down. How it fucks everything up. Because what is happening is the modeling for these little girls, which is intended for teens. That's what people, because what's happening is the modeling is training for a teen to adulthood, to becoming a young woman. So there's certain ways that you have to walk when you're attracting something. Why the fuck are you learning this in the 5th grade?
And sometimes younger.
But
than
see
that.
this, but we don't. We're not conscious of it because we want to get our black girls into shit, so that they're not out there. But do you know that you are setting them up to be fucking early?
And open early.
See, this is what it's unconscious because we're doing it just to make them
feel good about
exactly.
herself.
But not knowing that we're damaging her in the long run. That is for when she becomes 14, 15. When she's about to move into becoming a young woman. When she's about to experience those type of things like boys.
So I have to cut you off, sir. This has been it's 9:30 now.
Oh my
This
goodness.
is the conversation of all conversations. You are definitely coming back. Whether I gotta go get your ass and bring you back here and sit your ass down and talk to you. But this has been Joshua Dixon with the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Check us out on not next Tuesday, the Tuesday after next, the 29th. We'll be at the Actors Playground featuring the Joshua Dixon. Some comedy, some acting. This nigga might do a song and dance routine.
never know.
You never know. He hasn't even told me and Tracy. So when we say go, it's gonna be go time.
You don't know. You never know.
You never know.
I play too damn much.
We'll be right back here tomorrow at 12 p.m. We'll have a visual artist as well as a musical artist here. Come back. We're going to get this man back on, or he going to have his own show. Whichever way it works out, you going to hear this nigga voice again. So this has been Nate, and I'm here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show, making things happen on BeExposedRadio.com. Just go to bed now. There's nothing else to say. Go to bed.
From north, east, south, and west, you're listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks.
Radio Loyalty. Here's how it works. Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Don't call in 8 minutes on the break. We are not talking.
Yeah,
Just call now.
Call now.
We can talk to you. So yeah.
Call us now at 410-702-5657. Again, that's 410-702-5657.
Did we get him out?
Did we get him back?
It's like catching fish, yo.
Hello.
Nope.
Caller, are you there?
Okay.
This is not phone tag, people.
Right, you need to quit with that boost.
Call and stay on the line.
You can go get
Fix your connection. Whatever you are doing.
Metro is not it.
Oh, that don't come in people's service.
One more time, friend.
Right.